morning, parents and guardians. I'm Carrie DeBest, and I'm mentoring the middle school students for the LVA program. My colleague, Karen Bruner, who's the mentor for the high school LVA program. We've been talking about putting together a video for you, and we hope that you'll find this useful. It will walk you through looking at the grade book for your student as well as pacing guides and how that can be helpful to you. So we're going to start off by going to the student learning portal as a parent or guardian. When you log in, what do you see? So the first thing is you are going to see the academic snapshot located in the top left-hand corner and the pacing guides in the bottom right-hand corner. Now I want you to focus over here on Gradebook. In this navigation bar, Gradebook is really important, and that's probably where students are going to as well. Now, students have an advantage over us as parents and guardians because they can get into Brightspace, the learning management system that they're doing all their learning in. That's where the most current grades are going to be located. The student learning portal will update about every 12 hours, so anything they do in Brightspace gets pushed over into the student learning portal, and that's what we can see at that point. However, you're always welcome to ask your student if they would show you their progress in the Brightspace. So when you log in, I want you to click on Gradebook first, and when you do that, what should pop up would be all of your students' courses listed here in this table. And as you scroll down, this is the actual Gradebook. So you can see all of the different activities and required assignments and assessments for students. These are the points possible for each of those, and then this is the grade that they receive. We've had a lot of questions from parents and guardians asking us, what is my child's or my student's current grade? Because it's right now, when I look at it, it could be 3.7, and that's just not normal when we look in a typical grade book. So Michigan Virtual takes all of the points possible throughout the semester, and they will take the grade that your student has gotten so far, and they divide it by all those total points. Well, we're not there yet, right? So what you could do is go through, total up all the points possible for the assignments that your student has done so far, total up all the points that your child or student has actually received on those assignments, and then you take the total for their grade and you divide it by the points possible that they could have gotten to this point. That will give you a decimal. Just multiply it by 100. That gives you a percent and a really good idea of how academically your student is doing in each of those courses. Some students have been copying this table here and pasting it into a spreadsheet to try to keep track of it on their own without having to recalculate every time they want to know what their current grade is. So as a parent or a guardian, we could do that as well. Now, the next thing I want to show you is the pacing guide. So if you go back to your home screen, you notice that the pacing guides are located in the bottom right-hand corner. So if you click on one, this one is Algebra 2. It's aligned with what we just looked at in the grade book. You can actually compare, where is your student at? Are they on pace or not? Now, we started school on a Friday, so that means each week of learning begins on Friday for us. And you can see today is week 5, September 25th, and it's going to run in through next Thursday, October 1st. These are the assignments that this student will need to complete in this week. You can also go to this column where it shows us if it's going to be graded or not. This happens to be a lesson, so it's not going to be graded. The quiz will actually assess the knowledge that was gained on that lesson. And they always list what week this happens to be. Now, you can quickly go to the next week to see what's coming up. That's kind of handy for some of you who were trying to plan out your week. You can also go back to a previous week, and if you want to make sure that, yes, they're caught up and they've done all those assignments. So we recommend that you come up here to print all weeks. This gives us a really nice readout, and I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see this on the screen, but basically it prints out every single week, each table that you've seen here in the pacing guide for all of the weeks. So it could take 2 to 5 sheets of paper depending on what course it is, how many assignments and assessments that there are. But students can keep this then and cross off each of these activities or assessments as they've done them, and then they know exactly, are they on pace or not. So we highly recommend printing those out if it's available for you to do that. Now, if you ever have any questions, because we know that virtual learning is new for a lot of us. It's very different from the remote learning that we were used to in the spring. Remember that Karen Bruner and I are here to answer your questions and help you out in any way that we can. Have a great day.